Hey YouTube, it's Rob from RP Model Railroads, and in this video I'm back on the Alpine Railway with some updates and future plans, and also showcasing my current N-scale German collection. So without further ado, let's get right into it with showing off my N-scale German locomotives and train cars. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the layout tour video or not, but the Alpine Railway, being only 2 foot by 3 foot, is completely portable. And right now I have it on top of an old dresser, which the greatest thing about that is I'm using the dresser to store trains. So the top drawer is where I keep all of my N-scale German stuff that I'll be sharing with you guys briefly in a moment. And then the other drawers I'm using to store some N-scale trains for the Santa Fe Paradise layout, and I think I have one drawer that's completely empty still. So that's the greatest thing about this layout, is the storage space in the drawer that's underneath it, dresser rather. But without further ado, let's jump into the locomotives. So I have a few locomotives up here. I've got 2 diesels, a V200 and another diesel there on the inner side tracks, and then I have the infamous Crocodile here that I was just running not too long ago when I was running some trains in the layout. But where I keep the locomotives, I also keep the cars. So here is my rather small but colorful collection of N-scale German diesels and electric locomotives. I do not have any N-scale German steam locomotives. I'm still looking for some good deals on them. I should probably continue to keep looking every now and then, more than I have done. But that's my current lineup. In particular, just so you guys know, my favorite German electric locomotive is none other than the Class 103. And then my favorite German diesel locomotive is the V200. Hence the reason why I have 3 of them so far. But anyway, that's the locomotives I have so far. As far as wagons, I have a pretty small collection of them, but it's perfect for a small layout. Got some coal cars, box cars, gondolas, all wagons obviously, some small tank cars. But I'll be getting some more in the future, which is, I'm really looking forward to getting those in so I can run them on the layout in future videos. Have this set of green passenger coaches, and also this set of Arnold cream and red, or beige and red, whatever exactly you want to call it, Trans-Europe Express passenger coaches that actually run really well behind my Class 103 electric locomotive, and also prototypically. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of what I have so far. It actually has taken me quite some time to amass all of this stuff, because quite a bit of German model trains, in particular N-scale stuff, is hard to find as it is. And then add on top of that German trains. I've actually bought quite a few German locomotives from overseas, either from Germany, or I think I bought one from Spain at one point. So it's been pretty fun, actually, collecting and learning about different types of German locomotives as I've built this layout. Now, on to the updates. First and foremost, what I'm going to be doing to this layout is clearing up the front view. So this tree here, this tree here, this tree here in particular, and this tree over here, they all seem to get in my way of taking videos or taking really good pictures of the layout. As you can see, if I go to zoom in, it's very difficult to get a good view of the layout. So what I'm going to be doing is cleaning up the front view of the layout so it's easier to take pictures and videos, definitely by removing these trees and possibly a few more. And if I do, they're definitely going to go into the mountain areas where I can use some more trees anyway. So just going to be cleaning up the front look of the layout, adding some more greenery in. And since I mentioned greenery, I am going to be using static grass, probably on the exposed mountain areas. Not all of them, because I want some of the rocky areas to show through, but I do want the layout to look a little bit greener and more luscious than it does right now. Static grass is just my best option, just because of how easy it'll lay down, and I know from experience with using it on the Alpine Railway, on the Santa Fe Paradise layout, how well it went down, how easy it was to, spread. I use liquid cement. I didn't even use real scenery glue, but it worked perfectly fine. So I think I have a small bag of dark green static grass, so if I were to mix it with some other colors I have, I think it would really take away some of the bald spots in the mountain, like in particular around the creek here, over here on this side, where I couldn't really glue any woodland scenics clump foliage because the trains would hit it. So yeah, just some scenery updates, which I'll probably, if I do any of that work anytime soon, when I do it, I'll give you guys another update. Another thing I do plan on doing is updating the town area. I'm not too happy with the look of those flat buildings, especially with the fact that when the trees move, because I haven't glued them down yet, because I'm not completely finished or happy with the scene yet, the tape on the back of the buildings kind of sticks out. So I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing with the town yet, but one thing is certain, it'll look a lot more open than it does right now. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be updating the town scene. One thing is certain though, I'm definitely keeping the trio of townhouses, no doubt. Probably the, I believe that's an inn back there in the far back. So I'm definitely keeping most of the buildings, but I'll probably just be reorganizing some things to make the town area look more realistic and also give me more space for details. And one final thing that I'll be doing to the layout is probably removing this poor excuse for catenary. Now, I'll give you guys a reason why I did this. I really just wanted to experiment with catenary to make the layout look more realistic, but I knew that where I am right now as a model railroader, I am nowhere near capable of doing anything to look like realistic catenary. So what I did was bought some N-scale Kato poles and put them in the ground here, and they're not even put in real well. But the worst thing about it is it's just very annoying to run or put locomotives on the layout, as you can see, or train cars, because there's like no space to get under the wires. You have to like either put them here or put the cars on here. Otherwise, you can hit the wire, knock it out of whack. So it's really been annoying, and I'll probably end up getting rid of it. I'm not exactly sure when, and I don't know if I'm going to be replacing it. So it is unfortunate to see it go. I put quite a bit of work into it, but in the end, if it's just going to be a hassle to having fun with the layout, which in my opinion is one of the best reasons to have them on a railroad, then it's going to go. It's definitely going to go in the future, and when I do, I'll give you guys an update, probably when I do the scenery. So hope you guys enjoyed that quick but brief introduction to the Alpine Railway, what I plan to do in the future of 2021, and also a brief glimpse into my N-scale German locomotive and train car collection. So for the rest of the video, just enjoy some highlights of the trains I ran in the layout.